Okay, so the second game in our mini tournament, Death in the Dark Continent. The two opponents here were Dave and Adam. Dave on the left, Adam on the right. And Dave, you had a force of Boers, I believe.
Right, yeah.
And Adam, you were playing with
British Colonials.
Right. Okay. Are you sure?
Yeah, they're not pure foreign legion because the armies are a bit restricted.
Right.
Pure legionnaires. So.
And is that the first time you've gamed with them?
Yeah, it's the first time I'm gaming in. This is really my first sort of colonial war gaming.
Right. Okay. And how did they perform?
Poorly, to say the least.
Could do better then, you think?
They're working at about an F, not at their A game.
Right. Were you happy with the way the Boers performed, Dave?
Yes, they performed a lot better than I expected them to. Especially the fact that I can charge other skirmishers, which was quite delightful.
Ah. Yeah, because it looked like at the end of the game you only had one base that had been taken off the board.
And that was down to a lucky shot by the Legionnaires at the start.
Okay, right. So even that one base, you're putting that down to a lucky shot. Oh, right, okay, right.
The Legionnaires peaked to our second turn and it was all downhill.
Yeah, in theory, should...
Some horrendous dice rolls.
Oh, yeah, but still they peaked.
In theory, should they have been pretty equally matched? And I mean, I know the points were right, but...
Should have been roughly, because we were both soldiers with, soldiers with the repeaters. I had skirmishers with the repeaters, so they should have been roughly the same. Although my movement's a lot higher.
Yeah, you see how manoeuvring was quite an issue.
Yeah, helped by being on horses.
Although that is a drawback because you get -3 to your shooting every time you shoot, so it's not so good. But it does mean you can...
But if you're not ineffective, you're at +3, so it equals out. So you're +1 because you're elite. So it's the manoeuvrability of the ball. I basically had to keep on turning to try and keep the line of sight on it. And that was just, especially being out of effective, it was just horrendous.
Okay, so in the next game, we've got the winners against the winners and the losers against the losers. So we'll see how the Boers now perform against the Ela.
Taking four trackers this time.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Ah, very good. We look forward to seeing that. Okay, cheers, boys. Thank you.